Hey, welcome back. So remember yesterday we read about polar bears and we were reading about polar bears and we were pulling those key details from every page as we read through the story. So remember those key details are what support the main topic of the story. So we figured out that we thought the main topic was polar bears. The one clue that we found was the title, and then as we went through every single page, we were seeing pictures and all this information about polar bears. So then our job was to find that text evidence, those key details from the book to support that main topic. So we're going to continue where we left off yesterday, and we're going to continue to read all about polar bears, and you will add to your tree map. So again, it was hard to see the tree map when I did this last time, so go ahead and scroll down and you'll see an example of a tree map down below. You're going to add more details as we go through. So listen to Miss Thomas read, and then you go into Epic, log back in, and pull up the same book we read yesterday titled Polar Bears. It is under your assignments and you will see it there. And continue reading through. Add to your tree map. And when we're done, send me a photo of your completed tree map in Dojo. Alrighty, I'm going to read to you, follow along, and then you'll read on your own after. So this last page we read yesterday, we finished with polar bears eat meat. They hunt for seals and walruses. We can see there two good key details, and we see a picture that shows us and gives us a good visual so we can see it with our eyes. This is an example of a walrus right there. Turn the page. Baby polar bears are called cubs. Cubs live with their mother. Adults live alone. So there's a good key detail right there. So what are baby polar bears called? Cubs. You can add that to your tree map. That's describing and telling us all about polar bears. Cubs live with their mother. And then when they grow up and they get to be big, the adults live alone. Alrighty, there's a cute guy. He's so sweet, isn't he? Let's turn the page. Polar bears like to swim. You see him? Do you like to swim? Isn't it so nice to jump into the water and have a nice little swim? Polar bears like that too. That's a good key detail about them. They watch for seals to pop out of the water. Look at that little guy. Hi, seal. Goodbye, polar bears. There they go, walking off into the sunset. I think that's the very last page. But here is an awesome diagram. So remember, we are reading a nonfiction story too, which means it's real. These are real polar bears, real animals, and they're photos of real animals. So this here is an example of a text feature. So there are all these labels. Can you say that word? Labels, and it's pointing, gotta move this, look at that guy, hi, peekaboo. These are labels pointing to all the different parts of a polar bear. Ear, eye, snout. Remember we read in the story that they have big black noses, nose, teeth, legs, paw, claw, and fur. And then they zoom in and show you a picture of that fur there. All right, guys. So I would like to, when you're all finished with this video, I would like you to log into Epic, read through these last pages on your own, and then complete your tree map. All right. So with the key details from these last few pages, something from this page, pull from the text. Give me a key detail. This page too. So only 2 pages. Or if you wanted to add anything from this diagram, you can. You can tell me about the features of a polar bear. Will you send me a photo in Dojo of your completed tree map? I look forward to seeing them. You worked hard yesterday and they looked so good. Remember, we're writing complete sentences in our tree maps with a capital letter at the beginning and a period at the end and filling in those key details. Good job, guys. Keep up the hard work. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.